Hello and welcome on Stocks Advisor channel. Here at our channel we are looking for interesting buy opportunities for US-based stocks. In today's episode we will talk about Rolls-Royce Holdings, ticker name RYCEY. And Rolls-Royce Holdings is actually a company that is declining quite long period, but we also see quite huge, let's say, volatility waves here, especially when the price goes deeper than moving average 20 here. So we will now discuss this situation. And of course, overall we see decline, and since it's a long-term behavior, we have to look at this chart on a yearly basis, usually yearly scale, usually we do half-year scale, but also just to give you indication that overall, of course, the company is kind of declining longer period. This is the chart for several years, and you can indeed see here that starting from somewhere 2020, the major decline has started, but also we saw the signatures of decline from mid of 2019, and then it indeed goes with acceleration downwards here, and in that sense the company is of course declining. But for the last let's say half a year, you see a lot of volume being traded here. So let's return to the normal scale. So you see a lot of volume being traded, and overall also in the latest, let's say 2 months, the volume being traded is increasing very much. This means that actually traders and big players are entering in, and you see that volume increase. But also this is also meaning that there is so-called a deep well effect. We will now discuss what it is. And the only way to play on this stock at the moment, because it's strongly declining, until we have very good positive news or very good catalyst, it's so-called deep well trading. So we will now discuss what the deep well trading is. Before doing this, as always, I would like to show you that we are using free moving averages here to analyze our stock. These are green, blue and red lines. Here on the left you see their legends. These are moving averages 20, 50 and 200. So, of course, what do we see? That moving averages are declining, but for the last 2 months, that's very interesting. Although we had this depth starting from December, which then rebounded with the wave, and now it's going further down, we have moving average 200 declines, a little bit decelerating, especially you can see it at this point and here. And this is very interesting because it looks like we are starting to, let's say, prepare for a major bounce back, because the same is the case for moving average 20 here. And speaking simply, the situation could repeat a so-called deep well situation, a deep well pattern. It's something like we also saw by October here. So if you look what happened, once you have fast deceleration of the price, also at certain moment the volume increases because people start entering, and also RSI wise you are quite deep here, so people start entering and you have really bounced back, piercing even higher than moving average 20. So sometimes you can go usually to moving average 50, then of course some relaxation, bouncing, and then the story repeats. So now what happens, we again have the same situation, we go deep down and then let's say sitting downwards, and this is so-called 20, 50, 200 stock, but reversed one, so meaning that 20 is at the bottom, 50 is in the middle, and 200 is on the top. So it's kind of reversed pattern, and this reversed pattern means that stock is of course declining. So if you are mid or long-term trader, it's of course advised to avoid, and these kind of stocks are only for daily traders, for short traders, and the deep well trade. So what is deep well trade? Deep well trade is when you have this 250, 20 stock, so it's declining, moving averages around like this, and when the price declines that low, like you can see here, even lower than moving average 20, and it creates kind of this well formation, so kind of a slump, formation. So you can see that the price is really low here, and then it starts immediately very fast to rebound because it's much lower than all its free moving averages. So it's, although the stock is declining, but of course this price decline is nonsense. And that situation that we saw here by October, and similar situations, similar well effects you can see, for example, in like here in March, But this was mainly due to COVID also, but you can see this couple of well effects, especially here in April. By the way, what happened in April overall globally with this COVID, it was a global well effect when the price declined too low, the lower than actual let's say expected prices for the companies, and then of course we had major rebounds. But since Rolls-Royce was overall declining, we see these rebounds again and again. Again, another very nice well effect here you see in May. All three moving averages, price declines really low. Once moving average 20 start to bend upwards, you see a huge return. Yeah? The same you can play here. Another well effect you can see in August. Three moving averages are aligned like this. The price goes really low. Moving average 20 starts to bend upwards, jump. So the same effect here. Now let's look what we have now. The current situation. We see that moving average 20 price is 150. The ticker ending price was 134. So, and it looks like it might go any lower. And to prepare really for the well effect, we need to also be RSI wise quite oversold, because if you see here, every time we have RSI close to or below than 30, so oversold area, the well effect starts to load up. And since you usually don't have any resist support levels on these well effects because the price is really declining, the standard strategy is usually you start buying at every difference between moving average 20 and the current. So once you have your SMA 20 divided or your current price to be, let's say, something like 115, so one is higher, almost 15%, you can do your first entry. So this is the strategy for well trading. So this is your first entry. And then every time you go another 10% of price decline, you do another entry, of course, and then every following entry you do like this. And to playing these trades, usually you have to have at least 6 portions to be very safe to play. So this is 6-portion trade, and the way you enter is like 1-1 and then 2-2. So this is very safe trade actually for trades for big companies, not for penny stocks. For penny stocks, usually it's not advised because you can really decline and lose everything. But here it's quite safe because company is still quite big, of course, and its market capitalization is reasonable. It's 11 billions, so it's quite safe to trade. So again, how you trade, once the difference between moving average 20 and the price is more than 15%, it's a first entry, and then every price decline to 10%, you do another entry, and you do it with 1 portion, 2, and 2 average down. And usually somewhere between either the first or the second, there is a major rebound, and exit level would be at least SMA 20, so immediately here, or somewhere between SMA 20 and 50, so moving averages. Sometimes you can pierce even higher. We saw those examples like in October, also actually many times we saw this, but the most safe way to exit is somewhere a little bit higher than moving average 20 or just at moving average 20. So this is strategy, it's called well trading or deep well trading approach. Usually people employ it for penny stocks, but it's very risky. For big companies, it's not that risky. It's quite nice, but it's not always you can find companies with this pattern. So here for Rolls-Royce, looks like it's starting to develop. So once it happens, and if it happens, we can employ this strategy and do it. And actually, to understand this strategy more, we will later do kind of lesson sessions at our channel. These would be for members, and soon memberships will be announced at our channel. There we will describe this trading strategy and other trading strategies that we use for trading ourselves at our channel with our team, and also that we would like to teach you. So that's all for RYCEY at the moment. Good luck with it, and see you at another episode of Stocks Advisor channel. And by the way, as always, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. This way you will not miss our new videos and new interesting discussions for US-based stocks. And speaking of being connected, you can also find us at various social medias like Facebook, Instagram. You can also try our free mobile application. It is available for Android devices at the moment. With this free mobile application, you can always see latest 14 videos uploaded to our channel. This way you will not miss our new videos and new interesting discussions for US-based stocks.